a signal that scientists once detected and have been searching for years, spending billions of dollars. But it has never been found again. Almost 50 years have passed. That signal came and went, but no scientist has found it. Are we alone in this universe? This is one of the world's hardest questions. Till this time, no one actually knows whether Earth is the only planet where life exists, or if there is any other planet in this universe where life exists. August 15th, 1977, was a routine day at Ohio Wesleyan University. But that night, something was about to happen that would remain a mystery to humans for years to come. The Big Ear telescope at the university, which was a 30-meter wide reflector, detected a massive radio signal at 10:16 minutes at night. The signal passed through the telescope to the IBM 1130 computer, and from there, it was automatically converted to the printer. At that moment of night, the control room was completely silent, except for the sound of the printer. The signal printed on paper, suppressed with all the other printouts, and no one knew at the moment that the Big Ear telescope had received an alien signal coming from the Sagittarius constellation in the sky. Alien signal received. After few days, the control room technician collected all the printouts and left them at the house of astronomer Jerry Ehman, whose work was to check the received signals on a telescope through those printouts. The signals on all other pages were mentioned with 1 and 2 numbers. But at a place, Jerry Ehman saw some strange numbers and letters. 6EQUJ5. Jerry Ehman saw this signal and highlighted it with his red pen and wrote "Wow" next to it. Since then, it has been known as the WOW signal. But what was so special about this signal that it has been about the last 47 years, and it is a mystery for astronomers? And this signal from the Sagittarius constellation is a message from aliens, or just a coincidence? Welcome back to another video. Please support us for more interesting and informative videos. There was a study behind the importance of the WOW signal, which was released about 18 years before this incident. In 1959, Cornell University physicists Philip Morrison and Giuseppe Cocconi released a paper hypothesizing that if there is any extraterrestrial civilization in the universe, then they would use a frequency of 1420 megahertz to communicate with us, the inhabitants of Earth. The reason is that this frequency naturally emanates from hydrogen, and everyone knows that hydrogen is the most abundant element in the universe, and probably it could be a common and understandable element for every technologically advanced civilization. That's why this frequency is considered ideal for extraterrestrial communication. After this study, in 1973, Ohio State University dedicated its radio telescope, Big Ear, to search for signals of extraterrestrial intelligent life, just like outside the Earth's atmosphere. And this mission was named Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, or SETI. This mission was the longest-running mission of its time. It was designed to search for life outside Earth. The Big Ear radio telescope was located near the Perkins Observatory on the Ohio State University's campus. Its mission was to scan different parts of the sky and detect any intelligent signals originating from outside Earth. To interpret data from the Big Ear radio telescope, the astronomer Jerry Ehman agreed to do this work. The signal received by the telescope on the night of 15th of August, 1977 was so unique, and the signal was so powerful that it stunned Ehman and his fellow scientists. This signal lasted for 72 seconds, which was stored on the computer. After conversion, it became 6EQUJ5. The numbers and letters in the signal do not contain any hidden message, but rather indicate the intensity and strength of the signal. There are a total of 6 characters in the WOW signal, and each character or number represents a time of 12 seconds. For 12 seconds, the telescope will detect the signals, record them on the computer, and then start recording the next 12 seconds. It means that if the WOW signal has 6 characters and each character is 12 seconds long, then it means that the WOW signal kept reaching the telescope for a total of 72 seconds. Let us tell you here that when no signal is received in the telescope, it is 0. The value it records is the smallest signal, being 1, and so on. As the numbers increase, it means the signal intensity and its strength are increasing. Normally, signals of intensity 1 to 3 or 4 were always received in the Big Ear telescope, but the WOW signal started from 6. If a signal of value greater than 10, then it will be converted into alphabets. Like 10 means A, here means B, and 12 means C. Similarly, it will proceed further. The second part of the wow signal is converted into E by the computer, which means 14, meaning that the signal intensity was 6 in the last 12 seconds. In the next 12 seconds, it became 14. This is the third Q, whose value becomes 26. The highest value of the signal was 30, which the computer converted into U, and then into the last two parts. Its value was J, that means it became 20, and then 5. The most special thing about this wow signal was that it was only a 1420 megahertz frequency heard on the channel, the same frequency which is naturally emitted by the hydrogen element. The reason is that, according to scientists and astronomers, these signals are sent by civilization which are intelligent like humans. Now, the question may be rising, because there are so many asteroids, planets, galaxies, and clusters in the universe. This may be a signal that was generated randomly from somewhere. So why is it being linked to aliens? Actually, the frequency 1420 megahertz belongs to the hydrogen line, which is the most common element in the universe. Scientists believe that if an alien civilization wanted to communicate, it would use a universal and easy-to-understand frequency that every advanced species can understand. Secondly, if a line chart of the strength of the wow signal is created, it looks quite unique. The signal reached a value of 30 and then slowly faded away. And such signals can only be generated intentionally. Another reason for linking the wow signal to aliens is that, in space, cosmic events do emit signals, but they don't follow this pattern, as they rise slowly and then gradually fade away. Nor do those signals come only once. Another special thing about the wow signal, which points towards aliens, is that this signal was heard only once. If this signal were generated due to some natural event, it would have been heard again and again. And most importantly, it does not only operate in the 1420 megahertz frequency band. Now, let's come to our second question. Which location in the sky did this wow signal come from? The exact location of the wow signal is very difficult to determine due to the design of the Big Ear telescope. This telescope had two separate structures called feed horns. Due to the rotation of the ground, both these feed horns were scanning the sky in different directions. The wow signal was heard in only one of these feed horns, but not in the other. The data was processed in such a way that it was impossible to determine which horn heard the signal. That's why we have these two different locations, where the direction of both feed horns was at that time. And this signal could have come from these two locations only, but it is not exactly confirmed which of these two locations it was. The location of the signal was in a specific area of the Sagittarius constellation, close to the globular cluster M55 and Tau Sagittarius. This mystery remains unsolved because we know that the wow signal came from the Sagittarius constellation, but the exact coordinates have not been confirmed yet. There are many theories and hypotheses about the wow signal, what it was, and where it came from. But scientists do not agree on any one theory. One possibility is that it was a weak signal, an interstellar twinkling link, just like stars twinkle. But this signal was called a Very Large Array Telescope, which is a more sensitive telescope than the Big Ear telescope, and also could not detect this signal. If it had been detected on Big Ear due to an interstellar twinkling, why did it not occur on VLA? Hence, this theory also proved wrong. The second thought is that maybe this signal may have been generated from Earth, but was reflected off an asteroid or space debris and recorded on the Big Ear telescope. But this theory was also later proved wrong, because scientists say that if this signal had been generated on Earth itself, then by the time it collided with the space debris and came back, it would have lost so much energy to reach the value of Y or 30. Another issue is that the 1420 megahertz, the frequency band, is reserved for astronomy, and ground radios have no permission to send signals on this frequency. That's why it is not possible that the wow signal could be generated on Earth. Jerry Ehman and others. Astronomers tried 50 times again to find these signals, but this signal was never heard again. In 1987 and 1989, Robert used the meta-array of the astronomers. In 1995, by H. Paul Shu used the telescope at the Greek Bank Observatory. Then in 1999, Gray and Simon Ellingson used the 26-meter telescope at the Mount Pleasant Radio Observatory, but the results were always the same. There was complete silence. Was this signal an accident? Or did aliens want to contact us and then stop? In 2017, Antonio Perez suggested that this signal may have come from the two hydrogen clouds of 266P and 335P. But astronomers also rejected this idea as well, because at that time comets were not in the right spots. And secondly, hydrogen clouds cannot send radio signals on this frequency. According to scientists, if this signal were from a comet, it would have been detected in both feed horns, but that did not happen. Wow signals are a mystery that scientists still don't have an answer to. Whether it was a message from an alien civilization or a natural cosmic event, the scientific community is still struggling to determine the origin of this signal. Today, almost 49 years have passed since the WOW signal was recorded. But after the night of August 15, 1977, this signal was never recorded again on any telescope. Hopefully you enjoyed this video as well. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for your loving comments. See you in the next great video.